So, hi everyone. Before beginning tonight's show, I felt it was necessary to ask the following question. What did you all think about the Sonic the Hedgehog film trailer?
Well, you see, I don't think it was really that bad, aside from the whole Sonic with human teeth.
Like a dumb fun.
Yeah,
I didn't even focus on the scene.
I mean, I was a
I'm
little bit
sure
appreciative of the fact that it started with the
Guys,
luring us into
guys,
tens of security where we started.
Lads! We live in a society.
Yes.
Long ago, in a distant past, I, SEXIS Naugus, unleashed an unspeakable control. But the foolish Sidrian maiden, wielding 7 emeralds, stepped forth to oppose me. Before the final strike was struck, she opened an interdimensional portal and sucked me into another dimension where my control is law. Now I seek to return to the Mobius and undo the future that was made by that Sidrian.
I cannot believe you did that.
This is the greatest! Okay.
And this thing has been watered down.
Okay. Listen, it has been a long day for reasons. So let's just get into Chapter 8 of Tails, Knuckles and Sonic. The climactic battle is upon us, finally. And let's not mince words, guys. This is what people really wanted to see. This is what people really wanted to know about. Endgame, pshaw. Game of Thrones, double pshaw. This is where it's at.
By the way, folks, this chapter will now be in the style of the Sonic movie that's coming out.
How exactly?
Yeah, yes, I was going to ask that. We are not a visual medium.
Well, I thought that would make sense for it.
Listen.
Never work with children, they said.
Listen. If Eggman shows up in this chapter, which I really doubt, I'm going to try my best Jim Carrey impression. Are you happy?
I thought you were already doing that.
No, I was trying to sound like one of his many voice actors.
Yes, I know. I was joking with you.
Excuse me.
And with
you.
that, the magic is gone.
Such class, such poise.
Yeah,
Pose!
right.
This fanfiction is pregnant with meaning. Anyway, let's begin Chapter 8. Because, like I said, it's the great climactic battle, or the beginning thereof. And it's pretty much Endgame meets Game of Thrones. Except bad.
And however the Sonic movie will turn out, I'm sure it's going to be better than this.
I am taking bets. I am willing to take bets on that.
Do you accept bison dollars?
It's appropriate because it's a Tuesday. No, actually, it's a Wednesday, but let's pretend it's still Tuesday so we can do the proper Street Fighter the movie reference.
I was going to consider it Tuesday anyway until the sun rises.
Though I assume this fic is going to be better than Sonic's eventual porn movie parody.
I mean, aside from the ones that already exist, you mean?
Yes, I was going to bring that up. Not that we know of such things actually existing.
Okay, so I'm going to do a quick aside right here on the spot, because merely minutes before recording this, I've just finished downloading a PDF file, which is a Sonic fanzine, which is titled Collision Chaos Volume 1. It's a queer Sonic fanzine, or fanzine.
Fanzine.
It's a
Fan
fan
magazine.
magazine. And on the cover, we have Amy Rose and Rouge de Bat holding hands, looking at the readers.
Not my first choice for coupling.
What to expect from it, but I am curious. It seems very well illustrated. But anyway, that's neither there, nor here, nor everywhere. Let's just do what I said we were going to do 10 minutes ago, now 5 minutes ago, however long. This is Chapter 8, okay?
Yeah.
Chapter freaking 8. Let's get on with it.
it.
There is a war to be fought. There are enemies, former allies to be battled. There's lots of shonen battle action to be had. And special effects of the imaginary variety.
And human teeth for all the anthropomorphic characters.
No, human teeth are banned. Okay? Definitely. I don't know if Definitely makes a comeback, but...
Definitely was the true villain all along.
No. We agreed much earlier on that Cosmo was.
The last time I was here was in chapter 5, though. There may be some holes in this.
Oh,
But
Don't worry, I'll catch you up.
Long ago, distant past,
I see, pal.
Snug.
I see, pal. That's actually the new opening for this show. So you don't need to repeat yourself every time.
But I got a new and upgraded version with proper planning and 100% less stuttering.
Listen, I edit, so I curate all the stuttering. Don't worry about the stuttering. I only leave it if I think it's funny. Chapter 8, Angel Island, 5:30. Time frame, setting established. From the amazing heights of the floating land, the dawn looked so majestic. The sun...
Oh no, it's the Teletubbies' son!
No.
The sun rising from the thick puffy clouds was definitely a spectacle to behold. So calm, so peaceful, and dreadful at the same time for symbolic reasons. It was the birth of a new day. It's a new day! Yes, it is!
It's a new day!
You could even call it a new dawn.
It's the dawn of man. A new day with many more to follow, or the very last one for this world. Everything would have been decided in those fateful 24 hours. The course of a decade of war. The life or the death of millions of people. Mobian or human alike, but we don't really care about humans. And the survival of the planet itself. It was quite the heavy burden, wasn't it? What are you asking me for?
does Eggman count as a human in this continuity?
I mean...
He's an
yes?
overlander?
Yes?
Alright, yeah, sometimes it's confusing with this cartoon aesthetics.
If it's not a human, what in the world is he supposed to be? An actual anthropomorphic egg? Is he Dizzy from the obscure Commodore 64 game series?
I mean, it could be like the Fleetway comics, where basically he was a human scientist merged with a rotten egg.
That is the dumbest
Wait, what?
thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and I know it for a fact to be true.
That's how you usually can tell if things are true or not on the internet. If it's too stupid to be true, then it must be true.
Yes, from the peak of the tallest and largest fungus in Mushroom Hill, two people who were...
Excuse me.
Damn it! Damn it, Matty!
Matty, what is wrong with you tonight?
Contain yourself!
I'm drinking.
Don't!
At least I'm apologizing after I burp.
Just
That's good
keep
manners.
it inside you. Burp internally or something.
Would you prefer it come out of the other end?
No.
Listen, Devar gets really upset if you mention the fart jokes. You know that. He's very gentle, he's very delicate.
I know he's a cinnamon roll.
A cinnamon roll?
He sure is a delicious bread roll. Om nom 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 nom.
I don't get that. Can we please continue?
Anyway, when I say two set people here, I really meant two people who happen to be set on a fungus.
Alright.
That
makes more sense.
Two seated people were admiring the marvelous sunbirth.
Sunburn! So, no, I don't.
Talking about the Teletubbies.
I don't want to imagine the sun giving birth to another sun.
Yes, from the Skygina. From Loom. Dear gosh. Callback show. Anyway, wondering if they would ever see it again after today.
I don't think I would want to see it. It's horrifying.
That's the sound that it makes. I am not drunk, but I sure sound like I am.
None of us are drunk enough for this.
Drink! I should have brought cider.
The two brotherly friends have managed to come to this island thanks to their combined chaos controls, just like the infamous Foxy Mounties and the woodcutter suggested.
Oh gosh, yeah, that one.
You know, when you take that out of context, it sounds really... No, it is still crazy and stupid, even in context.
Perhaps it's made worse by the context.
I have no idea of the context.
Tails had a dream about the Monty Python sketch.
Listen, Matty, listen to our past episodes.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
No, the two of them were just relaxing.
See, it was a good idea to come here earlier.
Earlier? Excuse me?
That was Tails' line.
Yes, I'm aware, but...
It's 4 a.m., okay?
Said the two-tailed vulpine boy, interrupting the morning silence. Yeah, the dawn is cool, replied his roboticized, fur-covered hedgehog friend.
Yep. By now, the recoup of Robotropolis should have begun.
Robotropolis.
Yes, the Riku of Robotropolis. Sure.
There are too many B's and P's and O's in that soup.
Oh boy. Somebody pees in my soup.
Somebody touch the soup.
Somebody touch my soup. They paused for a minute, recollected their thoughts, and then they both sighed in chorus. I said sighed in chorus. It is time, right? Asked Sonic, already knowing the answer. Tails simply nodded in response, still gazing the sunrise. His eyes were burning. Just sizzling like a barbecue meat.
Because his mind was had a burned image of the birth of the sun.
Oh, that too. Agoo-goo-goo. The two fellow freedom fighters rose.
I cannot unsee this.
We have killed this show right at the very beginning.
I cannot unsee this.
I'm trying here. I'm really trying. The two fellow freedom fighters rose from their sitting positions and looked around.
Where do you think they are?
Asked the fox.
What does the fox ask?
We just literally read what the fox asks. Sonic crossed his arms in deep concentration. Then he
malfunctioned.
Then he pointed his arm toward the frozen wasteland known as the Ice Cap Zone and spoke.
That's where the good music is, son.
Yes, it is.
Cool as ice.
And instead they got the, Hard Times by the Jetsons playing because it sounds very similar.
Dear, I sense a disturbance in the force.
I'll say.
Conserve your face palms for later.
Oh, don't worry. I have facepalms. I have facepalms for days.
Weeks for me.
Tails stared at him with a disapproving look. Yes, because he totally understood the reference.
That was uncalled for.
He muttered. The hedgehog smirked at him. I know, but it was cool. Way past. No.
Oh, the sentence would go, I know, but it was cool, way in the past.
Yes, that too. The kid crossed his arms in a genuine childish manner.
No, it wasn't. You're so obnoxious sometimes.
Oh gosh, this off-big joke again! Enoblocious? Where is that Mondo Somo mechanical dinosaur?
What?
Terrible joke from Tails and Sonic, which was part 2.
This early preview of the Sonic movie is absolutely awful.
Yes, this is Tails' Bizarre Adventure, part 9. Tails' head tilted on one side, clearly concerned about his buddy's mental health. Then he just started to laugh, like possessed. Ah! Sonic followed suit. Thanks to their current tall position, their collective laughter echoed in all of the island. Well, there goes the element of surprise. Ha 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 ha.
LOL.
Goo. After a while, the Cobalt Wonder stopped his hysterical outburst. No, seriously, my enhanced robotic whatevers had captivated their presence in that zone. Captivated, you say?
Sonic, please, put your shoes back on!
Sonic the Flesher! He corrected his previous cheap statement. Then he added, we are their fathers, the hedgehog said while ficking a low, authoritarian, and seemingly heavy-breathing voice. That's annoying. The kid rolled his eyes in annoyance.
I agree with you.
Alright.
Indeed, young Padawan.
Stop it!
Change of paragraph. We are off to a splendid start.
This thing is the worst written Star Wars fiction since Crystal Stars.
What in the world is Crystal Stars?
The worst Star Wars book ever written.
I mean, there is a lot of them, so I'll take your word for it.
It is especially bad and everyone knows it, and talking about it makes me angry!
Yes.
Okay, let's continue.
Devar, your turn.
Ice Cap Zone was a merciless and unforgiving land, covered by deadly ice and snow.
Oh, gee, I thought it was all candy cotton or popcorn.
Giant crystal formations and caves have gifted the eternal freezing zone with an unsuspicious beauty, a peaceful beauty, the beauty of death. Ice Cap Zone was a great place to die. Its 2 actual bystanders knew it. Void, the black-eyed Cedrian, was sitting on a giant icy rock. His expression was in the all-business mode.
Everybody's sitting today.
Did any of the characters die in the 2 previous chapters?
Did anybody die?
Manning's dignity.
No, wait. I was trying to think.
Nobody important.
I'm pretty sure that no one died.
his companion Shadow the Hedgehog, also known as the ultimate life form, was standing a few meters on the rock's left side, which is drained the rock chunks.
Okay. I want to see The Rock in the Shadow the Hedgehog solo film, which you know it's going to happen at some point. If the Sonic one is successful, that is.
His arms were crossed and his eyes closed. It was Shadow, all right. Yeah, that's how you know it's Shadow. Crossed arms and eyes. Somewhere inside the Black Hedgehog's mind, his brother, Mephiles, stood uncharacteristically quiet.
Uncharacteristically quiet. Okay.
Yes. For some reason, neither one of them seemed to be fazed by the low temperature, nor they really cared.
I am too cool to feel the cool, I guess.
They were all in wait for the imminent showdown.
The ultimate showdown.
This is the ultimate
destiny.
showdown of
Down
ultimate
of
history.
Destiny.
Suddenly, the familiar green miasma of Chaos Control materialized itself right in front of the Plant Boy and the crimson-eyed Black Hog. The unmistakable silhouettes of their opponents appeared out of it. The now four of them stared each other to their respective gaze.
In their respective gaze.
Yes, that. A whole bunch of emotions were crossing their minds.
Did I leave the stove on?
Determination, pride, uneasiness, doubts, sadness, rage. All hinted in their eyes. It's nice that you tell us these emotions, isn't it?
How can you know about these emotions if I don't tell you?
Well, maybe.
So, don't tell.
Yes.
Void
Yes.
slipped down from the rock he was on and stood tall nearby his black ally, who by now had uncrossed his arms.
Oh,
A mischievous
it's about to
smirk.
get real.
A mischievous smirk was printed on his muzzle.
Extra, read all about it.
Tails and Sonic looked serious as hell. Although the fact that the lower half of their bodies was covered by cold snow didn't help their charismatic stances.
They rolled for charisma, it was a 5.
They all greeted each other.
Matti, it's your turn.
Void.
Tails said.
Tails.
Void replied.
Shadow.
Sonic.
Wait, no, it wasn't obnoxious enough. Let me retry. Shadow.
Sonic.
Sonic.
Shadow.
Shadow.
It's nice the narrator's joining on this.
What manner of Rocky Horror Picture Show nonsense is this? Shadow.
Matty, did you say,
Matti, it's
I
your
said-
turn again.
did
I
you say
did
your
say
line,
it.
Matty?
I did say Shadow.
Okay. Again, Tails.
Tails.
Again, Shadow.
Void.
Sonic. You got the wrong voice, Madhog.
I don't know how anybody sounds anymore.
Sonic is saying void.
Damn it, man. Get a hold of yourself.
I can't.
Sonic.
Void. Sonic.
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 Void.
Matti, damn it!
I did say Sonic.
No,
we
you
didn't
didn't.
hear you. We didn't hear you at all.
Ugh.
Sorry.
I said Sonic.
Oh, okay. Tails.
Tails.
Sonic.
Shadow.
Void.
Void.
Shadow.
Sonic?
Concluded Sonic.
I guess everybody's here now. All 20 of them.
The most ambitious crossover of all time.
I can't believe this exchange.
Okay. Now we have to do it again, but much faster, like that dinner scene in Shrek 2.
Actually, the original reference would be the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, but who has watched that?
Well, I have, I'll have you know.
In the past 10 years.
I have.
They paused for a few seconds.
Okay, no, but seriously, let's redo this from the beginning. Let's ignore the narrator, just do the voices.
Oh, we just got through it.
It has to be faster, come on.
Void.
Tails. Oh gosh.
Damn it, Madhog! You had one job! One job!
I can't believe I was the one who just... Oh, I choked right on the third line. Okay, no, we can do this. I'm serious about this. We can do it.
Okay. Take 3.
Void.
Tails. Shadow.
Sonic.
Shadow.
Tails.
Void. Sonic.
Sonic.
Tails. Shadow.
Void.
Sonic. And there you have it.
Yes, you've done the scene perfectly. At the right speed and everything.
Alright, now take 4.
No, we shall continue instead.
Concluded Sonic. They paused for a few seconds.
Where is Blaze?
Asked Tails, interrupting the awkward silence.
She's not here.
Responded the Void One.
She's gone to battle that red friend of yours. For some reason it was already on this island when we arrived.
The kid grinned at this.
Once again, thanks for the information, Sonny.
He added,
Don't! Marge, I did it again.
And this is supposed to be one of our villains we are supposed to take seriously.
He really isn't a villain. I don't know if you noticed by now.
said the not supposed to be talkative teen, while smashing again his humongous hand on his forehead. Shadow stared at him with a look that was saying,
Whoa, you're such a smart leader.
Void answered him with an expression that had the phrase,
Shut up.
written on it.
Literally written on it.
Tails and Sonic were observing them with a satisfied father knows
Father knows best.
Best.
kind of gaze of their facial features.
Why is this so funny all of a sudden? As in legitimately funny? Not by accident?
Void's empty eyes returned to his vulpine counterpart.
This line! Okay. So, shall we dance?
That's such a stock line for a villain to say.
Sure. Would you like to do the Macarena or maybe tango? Or we could do
What
some
is
polka.
Knuckles up to?
Oh yeah, he's fighting Blaze. Because Blaze is here just to fight Knuckles, so that Knuckles has someone to fight.
Yes, that's pretty much it.
Of course.
Responded the fox. Then he thought about it for a moment and added,
But can we do it elsewhere? It's freezing here.
a typical DBZ line. Both Sonic and, surprisingly, Shadow nodded in approval at the kid's statement.
Nod.
Void
Nod.
sighed.
Fine. Have it
He's-
your way.
He said in defeat. Ice Cap Zone, the perfect place for a showdown, but way too cold.
Way too cold.
Yes.
All 4 combatants raised their respective Chaos Emeralds to the air and yelled in chorus,
Chaos! Troll!
They were all gone in a giant flash of green light. Hey, where'd you guys go?
So why are they fighting?
Because they have to, because you should have
Reasons.
really listened to the previous episodes.
Because each of them has a set of Chaos Emeralds and both sides want all of them to use them.
No, it's because for some very specific and convoluted reasoning, they have to fight on Angel Island using chaos powers in order to generate enough chaotic energy to release SEXIS Naugus from his interdimensional prison.
Okay.
His control is law.
The typical, we gotta use the power that we hold in order to get the real villain out so we can beat the crap out of him.
Wait.
Now, you see, the good guys don't know this, but the bad guys do.
Yes, that can work both ways. Whether the good guys knows it or not. That has happened in
So
both
if
ways.
they are going to try to summon this super bad guy by fighting each other, then they're too weak to challenge him.
Listen, it's JRPG logic. Don't question it.
The bad guys are trying to bring him here. The good guys have no idea that the fight will eventually lead to the SEXIS Naugus being released.
Okay,
Let's continue.
In 3, 2, 1. What am I fighting for?
What am I fighting for?
Minkä takia mä taistelen?
Alright, enough with that.
Did that thing actually have a finished up somewhere?
No.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
There's a small...
Matti,
What?
you're up next.
In the upper part of the hidden palace, the god gem itself, the master emerald started glowing.
I'm sorry, is this a musical now?
Yes.
It is the most unenthusiastic musical I've ever
Of
heard.
the hidden palace, the god gem itself, the master emerald started glowing.
Already reacting to the sudden burst of chaos energy that the 4 of them have already generated. And it was just an appetizer.
That was a really short paragraph. Thanks, Matti. Next up is Icy Paul.
Really?
That's really the end of the paragraph. Do you see the 2 lines separating it?
Well, it's not like the next paragraph is that much longer.
Let's keep it snappy.
That's the thing, Madhog. I'm always snappy. Ancient ruins, rotten walls and floors, everything made of marble. Profound pits filled by oil. What?
Profound pits filled by oil. These pits are deep in more ways than one, apparently.
Ah, yes, I can see it now. This is the pits.
Well, it is a Vappu, so you are going to need that oil to bake all the monkeys.
What?
How do we translate that? Let me see.
I think donut is supposed to be the closest
Listen,
word.
you guys are Finnish. Just reference something that everybody knows to be Finnish. Like the Moomin, for example. Everybody knows Moomin, so I would get it if you referenced the Moomin. But no!
Vappu is just translated as 1st of May.
I don't think anyone outside of, Nordic countries actually celebrates it.
We actually have a festivity for the 1st of May as well in Italy.
Nice.
I don't know if it's the same, but we have one.
I know May Day is a thing here.
Mayday, 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 fanfic overboard.
And, of course, booby traps.
Rouge, what are you doing here?
Booby trapping?
Oh my god, I can't believe someone is cracked up to that. Who's the culprit who cracked up to it?
Madhog.
It was me, Ross.
You thought it was Madhog, but it was me, Ross!
It was me, Ross Fairies, all along.
Free!
Remember me, Eddie? When I killed your brother, I was Ross Ferris. Okay.
All in all, this weird, forgotten garden of madness seemed to be one of the most dangerous zones in the floating island.
One of the most dangerous zones, you say?
Yes! In the floating island, Knuckles was relaxing himself on a spare grassy spot he managed to find in the middle of all that old marble.
You know how my policy is in regards to you making weird voices, right?
Keep making them.
No.
I like how this voice reminds me so much of classic British comedy where men dress up as women and try and talk like that.
Oh, you mean offensive?
I mean, everyone gets the piss taken out of them in Britain, so...
That is true. He finally decided to follow Fang's suggestions and stopped worrying about the utter craziness of this messed up land.
How I stop worrying and learn to love the bomb.
Well, it seems that the Knuckles has finally cracked. He realized that certain things cannot be explained. Is the doing of chaos, after all.
Yes, him getting assaulted by his own sister, that's chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Chaos Fault.
God made him do it. However, he couldn't help but still wonder about SEXIS Naugus' prediction, and the fact that everything that happened has confirmed part of its credibility. Not to mention the inexplicable coincidences that linked the events of millenniums earlier to this very day, particularly the similarities between him, Sonic, Tails, and Cosmo with the 4 original mages. Heck, the Fox mage's name was even Prower. That's Tails' surname.
So,
What a
Matti,
twist.
I do believe you must have missed out on the whole elaborate backstory, literally explaining everything. That was actually really important.
You see, long ago,
Damn
in the
you!
distant past.
Going to pulverize you.
Oh, you are approaching me.
Is that a JoJo reference?
Yes, this is a JoJo reference. It could have been possible that Ellipses, Knuckles, and the others were all directly descended from those sorcerers. He had no doubts about Cosmo and Void being Earthia's prodigy, but he was
I'm
so...
sorry, say the word again.
Prodigy?
Okay. I thought you said prodigy.
No. But he was so darn confused about their role in all of this.
Ah, I'm so confused, I'm going to punch things!
What the Iblis trigger was supposed to do. Where the 3 vessels fit in all of this. Why everything was so complicated.
I don't know, I wrote it that way.
Yes, you most certainly did. Too many questions and a lack of answers. He wanted to know, to understand, to get things straight.
Knuckles, my boy. I thought you just had come to the realization that you should not overthink things, but you're still overthinking them? So which is it?
Chaos.
Yeah, of course.
Then he made an important discovery. He was relying too much on logic.
Logic? Knuckles?
I will uncover the secrets of this fanfiction using facts and logics.
Logic
Yes.
with capital L.
I said logics. I did it on purpose.
I will figure out the secret of Monkey Island.
Kick logic to the crap and do the impossible. Fang did warn him about this, about being too rational in a world that basically defied common sense. So everything goes. Da-da-da-da-da-da. His mind was troubled and so he couldn't relax anymore. He stared for a few moments at the purple emerald in his huge hand.
Why can't I get a freaking straight answer for once?
He asked the gem, which naturally didn't respond. Perhaps you are asking the wrong question. Knuckles had just the time to turn and avoid a sudden fireball that would have certainly cooked him for someone else's dinner. He noticed his attacker.
Do you think that roasted echidna tastes like chicken?
Let's ask the internet.
No. Blaze.
He quietly muttered. Hi, leader. She replied with a sweet smile.
And suddenly Blaze is acting like a Power Ranger villain for no reason whatsoever.
This was a moment that Knuckles had seen coming for a long time.
You
He
did?
had?
I thought exactly.
No, you have not.
He knew what an encounter like this could have been able to generate, and he was fairly sure that the cat girl knew it as well.
Don't you try to pretend that this particular fight was a long time coming or was foreshadowed in any way whatsoever, thematically, narratively, or otherwise. Don't you even dare try this.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Madhog.
Yes, Madhog.
Yes, Madhog. Wait a minute.
In the back of his mind, he was cursing himself for not fleeing away from this blasted place when he could.
It was floating up in the air. I'm not sure where you could have fled to.
Well, he could have jumped off and just when he hit the ground just keep digging with his huge hands.
His thick hands, as we established.
His brain told him to do so, but his instinct said otherwise. For reasons that went beyond his comprehension, not a surprise, he felt that he couldn't leave Angel Island. Leave the island! Damn it! You have still so much to live for! Leave!
Yes.
That his presence was needed there. Perhaps it was a sensation. Perhaps all of his actions have been maneuvered by a superior invisible force.
Yes, SEXIS Naugus.
Well, he did want to take over the authorship from the author. Maybe he was part of a novel that was questioning its own integrity. Who knew?
I definitely didn't know. Why would you ask me? I don't know.
Written by Madhog Thigh Master.
Who? I don't know him. Never heard of him.
The fact of the matter was that he was there, and his former blazing companion was about to burn him alive.
What a wonder-fucking-ful day!
Yes, it's a wonder-fucking-ful day, guys.
Oh, what a beautiful morning! What a wonder-fucking-ful day!
He complained while avoiding another flaming rain of fireballs.
Well, I guess Knuckles and Blaze are having their very literal version of a flame war.
We didn't start the flame war.
It was always burning since the net
World's
was
been turning. We didn't start the flame war.
What's with that noise?
Marty is probably feeling pain.
It's just darkness.
The darkness consumes me!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This song only works in specific places. That's not even works anyway.
Yes,
That did not
the-
even rhyme.
the meaning of this song has been largely misunderstood.
Yes.
Okay, this is the great showdown between son and father, as in one set of father and son.
Okay, which one is
Dun,
Darth
dun, dun.
Vader then?
I don't know. I've lost count. Tails and his son ended up in the Mushroom Hill, a place that, due to its natural surroundings, gave quite an edge on the plant controller, Plant Being's side.
Mushrooms aren't plants. This fic keeps failing in basic biology.
Okay, fine, Professor Charlatan.
And next you're
That-
going to tell me tomatoes aren't vegetables.
We are not getting into that debate.
Yeah, aren't they berries?
Listen, tomato, whatever.
Naugus isn't gonna help Cosmo, you know that.
Tails casually said, "He's my only hope. Besides, I need him to fulfill our dream of a perfect world without injustices. A world for people like me and you, Tails." Void replied, almost yelling.
Almost.
Yes. The
Almost.
Vulpine hadn't an answer ready for this. Void seemed so determined and convinced of his actions. His personality was so similar to his own and Cosmos. In what way exactly?
Yeah, so far I've not seen any evidence of this.
I'm not buying this Proto-Thanos bullshit.
Why does everything have to be Thanos these days?
This is the only way.
Yes, but it's not like he's about to kill half of the entire universe,
no,
knowingly.
Does he know? Does he
He
simply
does not
care?
know what his father figure is about to do.
Okay, guys, let's continue, please.
Tails sighed and assumed his fighting stance. Void did the same. They both were holding their respective Chaos Emeralds in their right hands. The Sidrian... No,
Emerald.
no, none of that. The Sidrian had his red one that he used to conserve in his own chest. Wait, so he pulls it out of his chest on a regular basis? The two-tailed kitsune had his azure one that matched his eyes' color. The fight began! This is a very expensive action scene. In my head, at least. Immediately, Void utilized his powers to summon humongous branches from the soil, which is my power.
You mean roots? Branches don't grow in soil, inside or under.
Shut up!
soil.
They're branches because I say so. This time, however, Tails was ready for them, and thanks to his good reflexes, actually use the word correctly here, he avoided the
That is
multiple
the true
threats
twist of this chapter.
rather easily. In response, the black-eyed boy called even more plants in his aid. Branches and other various lashes of vegetation came out from all the directions, desperately trying to hit the elusive fox. Suddenly, all the living vegetations fused themselves into one giant serpent-like creature. Seeing this situation, Tails spun his namesakes and darted toward the sky at lightning speed. The plant-like snake followed suit, trying to devour him. Once high enough, Tails quickly absorbed the energy needed from his emerald and then pointed his open left hand palm toward the gunning... The gun... What? the gunning being under him, and cried.
Chaos Spear!
A familiar bolt of yellow energy came out from the Volpine's hand and shot the snake right in the mouth, killing it instantly. The Fox Kid didn't even have the time to congratulate himself that an improvised kick hit him right in the back of his head. Void's kick, by the way. I needed to specify that because it could have been literally anyone else.
Yes.
Tails fell to the ground, only to save himself with his appendages just in the nick of time. The Sidrian just grinned, and then he did the same thing Tails did before with his own gem and shot several spears over the fallen Volpine. Tails somersaulted out of harm's way and retaliate. He flew again at exceptional speed towards his floating opponent, who by now was literally bombarding his adversary with any chaos spear he could launch. The flying kid managed to avoid them all, and when he was just a few centimeters from the distressed Void, he disappeared.
Snap!
What? Impossible! What? Cried the now panicked plant boy before receiving himself a kick on the back of his head. Tails'
Void's
kick.
kick.
No, Tails' kick this time.
That would have been funny if it was Void's kick.
Okay, what kind of awful glitch is this?
Sonic 06.
Assassin's Creed Unity on the first week.
It's even worse than Sonic Boom. He was the one to fall this time. He landed on one of those big funguses, which purposely moved in the way
Fungi.
to save its master.
And just to
Void
clarify,
looked
Sonic-
up at his smirking counterpart, clearly irritated. What?
Oh, I was just going to clarify that it was Sonic Boom, the video game.
Yes, of course, the show that is unfortunately named like the video game is actually pretty good. Or was. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog the movie should have been written by the same people who did the Sonic Boom show. You induced a quick chaos control, huh? Oh my gosh. I hate this. Looking back at how every single fight in every single shonen battle action series pans out, this is just like any one of them. They have a couple of exchanges, they stop in the middle of it to complement each other's move and explain how they work.
Aha.
I
Well,
hate
the
it.
audience is stupid. You just have to do what you have.
I think it's more appropriate to say that the audience wouldn't give 2/2 of a third about any of that. They just want to see a cool fight!
Hey, maybe they don't want to fight and just want to delay the inevitable.
Okay,
guys,
this
let's
reminds
continue.
me of a scene from Girl-chan in Paradise, actually.
Yep.
Tails, from his higher position, retorted proudly.
It's
Well.
over, Void. I have the high ground.
Oh, shut up! Well, the two of us can play that game! The Sidrian talked back while raising his red emerald. Don't you talk back to me, young man! Which was
Oi.
glowing like mad. Right now. The propelled namesake's fox didn't want to be caught unprepared, and he raised his own too, and they both yelled, Chaos Control! A rather odd fight was about to start.
You're telling me.
Yes, I am telling you. Apparently.
Okay.
Devar?
Hidden Palace. The Master Emerald was still absorbing, and by the looks of it, wasn't about to stop.
End of paragraph. Matti, it's your turn now.
The immense dessert known as...
Yes! The delicious, delicious strawberry cake! The dessert! Excuse me?
Desert. It's
Oh, come on, Madhog. Everyone knows that Mammy is the best dessert in the world.
What is wrong with you?
What?
Immense desert, known as Sandopolis, was the battlefield for the Sonic Shadow fight.
I'm sorry, can you make yourself more comprehensible and less muffled, please?
The absolute nothingness of their surroundings. would
No,
have killed-
Matti, please, I'm begging you, I have to edit this.
The absolute nothingness of their surroundings would have given to them all the space they needed.
I
The
hate you
two-
so much right now, you have no idea.
That comma position hurts me.
The two hedgehogs stared at each other intently and ominously.
Ominously.
Menace intensifies. Oh shit, this is a JoJo fight.
There they stood, father and son.
Yes, it's the second set of Father and Son. Father and Son Part 2, The Revengeance.
Original and super powerful clone.
You're fine, we have the high ground.
One had a natural birth but then became artificial. The other was
Sonic!
artificially born.
You are my father, but also my greatest rival!
The other was artificially born, but his body was biological.
Matti, I'm about to remove reading privileges from you forever. Okay? I'm warning you.
You can't kick priest out of his church.
It was finally time to decide who was the best.
Around, nobody's gonna keep them down, they're the best. Around. Are you ready, father?
Shadow asked.
Moi. Ready? You're kidding, right? I'm way past ready.
He cockily cocked one.
Well, isn't this turning to be a cockfight?
Well, this is. I mean, I've read a lot of Sonic and Shadow fanfiction in my time.
Ooh.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
I'm sorry, he cockily cocked. Okay.
Did this
I
is
know
cocky's cock?
what I was going for, but it does not sound right at all.
And both of them bring out a rooster from their pockets.
And the rooster are holding their cocktails.
Oh my gosh.
Very well, then, let's get moving!
Smoking is bad for your health!
With that said, they both disappeared from the spot. It wasn't chaos control, it was just breakneck speed.
Breakneck speed!
They started to run side by side in the intimacy of the desert, exchanging nasty blows in the process.
Matti, we are supposed to understand this description, as amusing as it is to hear you sing.
Oh,
This is the
my.
closest thing to an art we've had since the start of this saga.
What he said.
I was talking about him singing this battle scene.
Oh, shut your trap, you Finnish homunculus, you.
That's one thing to say.
Oh, sorry. That was mean.
I've been called worse.
You moomin, you.
Shadow tried to hit
For Christ's sake!
Why is you going for Darth Vader all of a
Okay,
sudden?
that's it. That's it. I'm reading the rest of this.
You're so boring.
Well, he has a
Shots
point.
fired! Shots fired! Instead of Shadow's Sonic fight, we are going to have Matti Madhog fight.
And so, Matti and Madhog started to run side by side in the immensity of the desert, exchanging nasty blows in the process.
Shadow tried to hit Sonic with several punches and roundhouse kicks. How did he manage to do it while breaking the sound barrier on his bare feet? What a mystery, even for me.
Me, the narrator!
Shut up, narrator.
Sonic continuously avoided and retailed the blows with his own moves.
Retaliated! Retaliated, damn it! Retaliated! Not retailed!
Gesundheit.
I'm going to show my middle finger.
Losing my patience here.
Try something different, just like the Sonic movie.
God damn it.
His black counterpart avoided them as well. They went on with the show for a while until the Shade One had enough of it and jumped away from the cobalt furry robot. Sonic stopped his running and he jumped back as well. Shadow
The
smirked.
most enthused narration of a fighting scene I've ever heard.
Shadow smirked, then he curled himself into a pinhead ball. Sonic started coming and did the same. Yep.
Wow, this Hellraiser sequel has achieved a new low.
The black-red spiky ball was rolling on his spot, accumulating as much momentum as he could. The blue one did the same. Then, without any advice, the two darted toward each other and at their trademark speed. Yep. They encountered, they smashed, they separated. Nothing
Oh,
changed.
they played Smash Brothers. Okay.
Okay, Matti, you sound like you're doing a PowerPoint presentation.
I mean, considering the enthusiasm that the narration conveys, it's oddly fitting.
I tried to do singing and stuff, but no.
Listen, if I am not allowing Icy Paul to do it, why should I allow you to do it? That's not fair.
Because I'm actually good at it.
Okay, first of all,
No offense.
that's debatable at best.
20% taken.
Also, now you two are shooting fire amongst each other. I'm going to take my popcorn and watch.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning as the world's been turning. We
Okay,
didn't
guys,
start
let's
the
continue.
fire.
Matti,
Fine,
Matti,
I do an
if
Alan
you
Rickman
don't
impersonation.
No! If you don't get your act together, I'm going to have Icy Paul read the rest of it. Okay?
Ooh, I wanted to try my Mad Hatter voice.
They did it again, and again, and again, and again, and you got the drill! As soon as both the Hedgehog noticed the inutility.
I wrote this word, the
Inutility.
inutility.
Is that even a real word?
I am not sure.
Of this commendation, they uncurled themselves into their previous standing positions. At this point, Sauro decided to bring this challenge into the whole another level. He took his green Chaos Emerald from his head quills, they can hold everything, and commenced to drain energy from it. Sonic understood the situation and took out from his chest compartment his own blue emerald. He absorbed its energy.
He
Shadow.
did what? Excuse me?
Absorbed its energy.
Jeez, okay. You are absorbing the scene.
Apparently, if this is right, Google says it's the quality of having no practical use.
Yes, it is a real word.
It's just not used very much.
Shadow shot a sudden chaos spear from his free hand that narrowly missed Sonic. Whoa! The Goblin opened his palm toward his adversary. The crimson-eyed hawk braced himself, expecting to see a similar attack. To his utter bewilderment, it wasn't the same.
You mean bewilderment?
See if I care.
Hey, Madhog, he's starting to sound like you.
It does?
Dude.
Yeah, same levels of caring.
I'm sorry, did you not hear all of the enthusiasm I put in my description of an epic battle?
It's called acting.
Yes, or lack thereof in his case. Anyway.
Sonic?
What voice does he have again?
Sonic Wind! Come on, guys!
Cool!
Sonic Wind!
I yelled the blue best.
Sonic, what?
Saru yelled back.
I understand your confusion.
Now you are stealing from DBZA.
Okay, first of all, it didn't even exist back then, so shut up.
Did it actually? What year
No.
did it actually start?
I believe it came many years later. Oh no, he's gonna check.
A wave of blue energy came out from Sonic's hand. It seemed to be an alternative version of the Chaos Spear. Shadow managed to vanquish his own stupor and avoid being hit by a strange wave. His puzzled expression was now on his green counterpart. What?
Didn't you know we can customize chaos energy? What the freak? What the hell does that mean? Is that like a character creation mode from a WWE game? We can customize chaos energy apparently. Who knew?
It means that instead of just shooting it everywhere, you can actually cast a spell.
I know, but it sounds so weird when you say customize chaos energy. That was just my own personalized attack. Man, you still got a lot to learn, kiddo.
Sonic humorously scolded. By now, the Black Horse was fuming with rage.
How dare you talk to me like that?
He's right,
Right,
brother.
You
still got a lot to learn.
unlike me, the true alpha gamer.
Oh, so you think you can do better, Mephiles?
I do not think it.
I
know it.
Can we agree on just one of us voicing Mephiles from now on?
Me?
No.
No, me.
No.
Why you got Sonic, Madhog?
I have only
Yes,
Tails.
but you have SEXIS Naugus, which is the best voice and the best role.
I
Okay.
have only Tails.
Very
Yes,
well
and
then.
Icipal only has Blaze. There is 5 of us. And there
And
is
Shadow.
seniority to take into
Well.
account.
I guess someone is hogging all the roles.
Oh god!
Badum-chi!
I hate everyone in the universe. I'm going to snap my finger and wish everyone away.
Can you make the next universe where we end up without you or better?
That's mean, Icy Pal. Okay.
That's incredibly mean-spirited, but okay.
Oh,
This
no,
fix
sorry.
brings the worst out of us. Worst out of us.
Yes, it takes the worst out of the worst out of the worst of us. Whatever it is you just said.
You could write a creepypasta out of this fic.
I have been pondering about ways to feed it to a bot and have it randomly generate a story out of all that.
I would like to see that.
I would love to see that as well if I knew how to do it.
You feed it to a bot and it prints out
An actual good story.
it gives out a A2 paper with 3 words on it. Oh, screw you! This is too much even for a bot.
Very well then. Suit yourself, dear sibling.
With pleasure.
Suddenly, Shadow's form started to change. Sonic didn't look phased by it.
This is not even my final form.
Oh, you know you love it.
Sonic didn't look phased by this. He was expecting it. Once again, Mephiles have taken the place of Shadow. His
Are
film
you...
was...
I'm sorry, are you making out with your microphone at this very moment?
He's being Kakyoin from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 3.
I have never
I
watched
think-
that show.
I think I understood the reference even without watching the show, and it's making me wince.
After we are done, Matti, go to YouTube and check out Kakyoin Cherry Scene.
Yes, that one. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Oh my gosh.
His fur was grey, and his stripes were dull green. His snaky green eyes were still a sight to fear. He was smiling, not hinting his amusement.
Let me guess. You're the maddest of the two. Mephiles, right?
asked Sonic in a fatherly tone.
I don't know how to do Sonic in a fatherly tone. I hope you understand my predicament.
Hey, son, come sit on Daddy's lap.
Okay, Devar, do you want to be Sonic?
Why do I want to be this cocky bastard?
Well, a good actor always looks for new things to try.
I said it as a joke.
So you want to be Sonic?
Oh.
Yes, he wants to cockily cock as Sonic.
Hey guys, I brought my cock to cockily with you.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We'll all want to be Sonic. We are all secretly Sonic fans. We just live in denial.
There is a small Sonic in each of us.
Okay, so Matthias laughed.
Mephilus laugh.
It finally came out.
I've been a very bad boy lately.
Oh, yuck.
What is he, Goofy?
No, I'm trying for a new voice. For reasons.
He replied with an innocent tone.
Oh, so I'm actually seriously gonna be Sonic.
Yes, because I want to be Matthias so bad, more than anything else.
Even though I do a better Mephilus than you.
Yes, but, and this is important, I don't care.
Yes, but
Why
not
are we
important.
friends again?
This is the Team Yume Battle Royale.
Well, maybe you can do something about your attitude.
Sonic again, while assuming a fighting stance.
Well, in fairness, Devar, you don't do a good Sonic either.
Because I don't do Sonic.
Well, that's fair then, isn't it?
Carry
What?
on, guys.
What?
Because what Devar just said, I could have made an extremely dirty joke. Did you not
Okay,
see
I
it?
appreciate you containing yourself, but carrying on?
The dogs stare at him. Then he took another emerald, the white one, from his quills.
Tell me, Sonic, are you afraid of the dark? Okay.
I watched few episodes.
Unlike my brother, I did develop my own moves, Norman. And unlike my brother, I do not play fair games, Norman. My power is already huge with 1 emerald. Imagine what can I do with 2.
Anyway, he raised both the gems on his grass, draining their energy, and the area around him was now covered by pure darkness. Sonic gave a good look at his surroundings, clearly preoccupied.
I guess I'm about to find out, right?
Mephilus nodded.
Mondo problemo.
I am so happy that you are saying these ridiculous words now. Indeed, father. Indeed.
Mondo Supremo, Sonny Jim. Let's give it up, him. Come on, put up your dukes.
Where's my chaos energy, Norman?
I think you are trying to make a reference, but I don't get it. Hidden Palace. That last one was a great burst of energy. The God Gem was glowing dangerously.
I like how he said that intentionally slow just to make the most of it.
I actually wasn't, but Madhog can fix that in post that it was.
It's good enough. Marble Garden Zone. Blaze tried anything. Merciless Fireball Rains. Everything. Walls of fire. She even fired up the various oil pits around, giving the place the look of an erupting volcano. But everything turned out to be useless. Knuckles refused to fight.
Why the holy flames aren't you attacking me?
am going to take your vocal cords, strip them from your throat, and use them to tune the guitar that I don't have. Okay?
I could do with a tune-up.
Just to assure the audience, Madhog doesn't really hate us. That's just tough guy talk.
That's just him being an actor.
Yes, that's just the testosterone talking. Anyway,
That's him being a tsundere.
that's not okay. That's baka. Baka. I don't like you anything. Timmy. Nani? Oh, that went over well. Okay. How to kill man, grown man, with one word. Okay.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
I did not ask for that. I did not ask for any of this. This is the stupidest. You guys are killing me. Okay.
I thought that was the point.
I'm a ghost right now. Okay. Oh,
A ghost writer.
No, not at all. She cried her frustration out.
Let's carry on.
Knuckles shouted back.
Because if I'll fight, we will end up using the Chaos Damned Emeralds. Then the Master will absorb their energy, and when the gem's powers will return to on their mother's source, the explosive burst that will follow will be enough to break Naugus' seal and free him. Did I fucking forget anything? I don't think so!
Yes, you successfully summarized about 3 chapters. Blaze looked genuinely taken aback by this. But Baka! The Echidna managed to guess every details of their plan.
Impossible! How did you? Like an anime villain.
How could this be?
She started. Her eyes
Hey,
were
no.
widened. And
That wasn't the line, Madhog.
It counts! And the
How
mouth
did you-
agape. The surprisingly knowledgeable Echidna crossed his arms.
It's a very long.
Oh my god!
That was perfect! Oh my god!
Sorry.
Either you cut off intentionally or the internet connection cut you off just as you were doing your long reading.
Oh, okay. I'll restart then.
It's
It's
a very
perfect.
long.
He's doing it on
Sorry.
purpose. Come on. You have to be doing it on purpose at this point.
I'm not doing it on purpose, actually.
Oh my god, you cut again! You cut again! A second time in a row! This is
Okay, I'm gonna do it like this.
No,
then.
no,
It's
no,
gonna be a
please,
long.
no, you crazy bastard!
It cut off again!
Are you serious?
Yes!
So it cuts off when I go long.
Yes! It just cut off again!
No, he's doing it on purpose at this point. Come on.
Psst, shh, don't tell the audience.
It was funny the first 5 times,
Let's
but
Uh,
at some point...
Only happened 4 times.
Let's just say that if your current master will manage to escape from the dimension he's been locked in, very bad things are gonna happen. Not only to us.
He paused a little before ending his long sentence.
But to that plant boy too.
At this, Blaze's face turned pale. Her body started shaking, and her lips were trembling. She was still wide-eyed. No one can resist the evil of the thriller.
It's a
As if on cue, Knuckles' brain clicked as an horrible disfiguring doubt crossed his stubborn yet still rational mind.
Blaze,
You just spent entire massive paragraphs telling how you should not be rational!
Oh, it's too bad you cut off, Icipal. I couldn't hear anything you just said.
I heard.
Blaze,
No, I'm kidding. I actually heard. I was being cheeky about this whole ordeal.
Blaze, where are them? Shadow and Void, I mean.
He was very afraid about the possible answer.
They are already fighting Tails and Sonic on this island.
She took a deep breath and added,
With the remaining Chaos Emeralds.
well, this non-fight sure was interesting.
It was totally important to the story.
Yes. Well, it is in a way.
Knuckles is the only sane man in this cluster duck.
It's an horrifying thought, but here you go. The gargantuan amount of insults and curses that came out from the Red Warrior's mouth would have been able to blow a man's head into pieces. He was dead and raged.
We must stop them before. What the?
Before the Echidna could finish his sentence, something happened to him.
Knuckles, what's wrong?
More urgency, please.
Knuckles, what's wrong?
Or better, someone. Oh, I know where this is going.
Mushroom Hill Zone. Tails and Void continue to fight, reappearing and disappearing inside their own chaos controls, and try to hit each other. A lot of energy has been spread so far by the two of them. Their emeralds had reached their own limits.
Building up tension, you guys.
Uh,
I hope you are ready, Devar, because his time is coming. His time is upon us. Matti.
Okay. Okay, I'm not singing. Send the police, the black miasma of pure darkness, to devour the trap blue hedgehog. So
I'm sorry,
many times.
what? I did not understand a single word you said.
He's rapping.
That explains it.
The black miasma of pure darkness tried to devour the troubled blue hedgehog so many times.
Hey! Larry King! For crying out loud!
I think he wants you to turn up the volume a bit.
Can you speak normally, please? I'm begging you.
The black miasma of pure darkness tried to devour the troubled blue hedgehog so many times that he lost the count. His other son, Mephiles, also tried to hit him with his own version of the Chaos Spear. A spike of light of the same kind that killed Fang the sniper some time ago. Sonic would avoid such attack thanks to his superior reflexes and then counter with his trademark Sonic Wind attack. The two of them would often use Chaos Control too. The three gems they had.
Three widow gems, you say?
3 gems they had were starting to exhaust themselves.
Blimey, mate.
I like how his voice was like, went from many different accents, like typical nerd to sudden broad Yorkshire sort of accent.
Took his own voice to a journey, and none of the stops in that journey were in any way comprehensible in the slightest.
That's why you have to listen.
I think he's making fun of our accents, my dear Matti.
Oh,
Okay, let's carry on, guys.
Ha ha ha, what a funny story, Madhog.
Hilarious.
anyway, how's your sex life?
Very abstract. Icy Pal.
Inside Knuckles' mind.
Who are you?
Oh, goody! It's Devar speaking to Devar.
I think you can easily guess it. Vessel of strength. Naugus! Indeed, your friends and my underlings have already provided to create a breach into my prison, so I could take control of your mind. I really hope you don't mind. Damn you! You won't get away with this! A cheap line. Well, you won't fucking win! And I thought that after finding the truth, you would have been wiser than that.
I mean, no.
What are you saying? It was all predestined to happen. Everything you and your friends have gone through. It has all been a part of a novel in which I am the writer. I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it.
No one does.
Did you really think that things can happen without a reason?
Yes?
Did you really think that this world is bound in chaos and endless possibilities?
And Sonic Unleashed, yes.
Ha! This world belongs to me. I am the one who controls anyone's fate. I'm the god who controls chaos itself. No, you can't be that powerful. No one can. Oh, but I am, my red friend. I write this novel we call Life as I Want It. The ancient walkers gave me this power. And the Master Emerald was their further gift to me. But you got sealed thanks to its power. Why didn't you avoid your imprisonment if you're so chaos damn powerful and omniscient? Because I still wasn't the writer at the time.
Yes, sure, whatever you say.
I was a part of the novel. I couldn't fight my own fate.
So the true villain is Madhog because he lost the writing competition to SEXIS Naugus.
The writing competition. You make it sound like a third grade.
But now, I'm the one in control. And therefore, I can make my own twists.
Who's the writer now, Jimmy?
Who's the writer now, Jimmy?
Okay, Knuckles. Left leg on the blue dot.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm the cause of your arrival here. Say what?
What?
No, I'm the one saying it. I'm asking it.
What?
Shut up! I'm asking it.
What?
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 What? What?
I'm the one who convinced your sister,
What?
Tikal, to send you here through that emerald of yours.
What?
What?
No, seriously, what?
I assumed the form of Pachamak and entered in her dream.
What?
Pachakamak. And what?
Seriously?
It's been quite funny, actually. Not nearly hilarious as watching you getting... Oh, I'm not saying this.
Okay, you can skip this sentence, you're allowed. We all know what happens between him and Tikal. And apparently, freaking Naugus was responsible for it all along! Because
But not
why
nearly as
not?
hilarious as watching you getting cupcakes from her plate.
Oh. Oh my.
And I can see that you want the recipe.
I simultaneously loathe and love you, Devar. Okay.
How pitiful mortals can be.
Okay, Scar, whatever you say.
It was me, Knuckles. It was me all along.
Sure, guy who convinced someone to rape his own
No!
Through our dreams, no less. That's outstanding.
So dare you stay out my freaking mind!
Now stay out of freaking mind in general.
Yeah. My
hope
feelings
you
for that
don't.
recipe aren't made for your own amusement.
My feelings for that recipe, you say? This is going to be the default euphemism from now on, isn't it?
Everything has been made for my own amusement.
It's my own personal amusement park.
Everybody plays the roles. I decide for them. I am the true author.
No, I refuse to believe it. There has to be another explanation.
Search your feelings, Knuckles. You know it to be true.
That recipe.
Tell me, do you wish to know the truth about your role in this great novel?
I mean, I would argue he already had his mother scene. Or should we say sister scene?
I assure you it's a novel concept. You, the vessel of strength,
You
the
cut off
one
again.
who finds the island of Angel, and so the knowledge. But sadly, he's unable to handle it.
Oh, poor baby boy with his itty bitty little brain.
So what you are saying that he couldn't handle the truth?
Yes.
The robotic hedgehog, vessel
Well-
of speed.
Knuckles, did you order the code red echidna?
The one whose attitude keeps the other vessels united and motivated. And finally, the two-tailed Kitsune, vessel of intelligence. The one that meets up with the Iblis trigger and starts the ancient prophecy.
It seems that their assigned skills have nothing to do with the roles in the story. I'm
Yep.
just saying, Ixis Naugus, you are a lousy writer.
Is it wrong that during that last line I first read Ancient Prophecy as Ancient Rhapsody?
You're forgiven.
Well, at least you can now say that I didn't write it, existed.
Yes, that is my scapegoat.
You've all played your roles very good. Very good indeed. By the way, have you guessed yet? The real purpose of the Iblis trigger. Oh, my chaos. And we're up for the grand finale. My dear friend, all the characters are in place. The other two vessels, the trigger, other useful supporters. The Master Emerald is about to release the energy it had accumulated from the various fights and the emeralds. Only two are left to be used. Are you ready to fulfill your role, vessel of strength? No!
Oh,
Too
well, let's do
bad.
another day, okay?
Too bad! You're gonna give me the recipe!
That stupid pirate laughter for no reason.
No, bad Ixis Nogos, bad. Knuckles did not give consent.
Well, he never does he? That's, okay.
I will find out the recipe for upside down jambalaya stew.
And that is a euphemism for...
Are you sure you want to know?
Too much ham for one person to handle.
We need to eat the ham.
And I am pretty sure Devar is the slimmest among us all.
I am. I'm 110 pounds, or in American, 50 kilograms in everywhere else, and 7.5 stones here, I think.
He is worryingly thin.
I lift weights heavier than you.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Listen.
Interesting.
Okay, when I came to visit you 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to touch you. Don't take that out of context.
I did not give you my recipe.
on his shoulder. It was akin to feeling a weaker man. You could
Not
feel
the bees!
I still remember that. That really perplexed me when you touched my shoulder and you cringed.
you are too thin. I don't know what else to tell you. You are comically thin.
I don't know what to tell you. I eat a lot still.
Rabbitin, Devar, Rabbitin.
I'm not doing it to do this. Anyway, let's continue.
I see. No, wait, Matti.
No, it's Madhog.
Is it? Because the last paragraph was all Devar.
Yeah.
It was my paragraph. I got to say inside Knuckles' mind.
Okay, sure. Whatever. Marble Garden Zone.
Knuckles! What's wrong with you?
Jeez. Asked the now utterly worried Blaze. An expressionless echidna raised his purple chaos emerald in the sky, starting to summon all of its energy for one single shot. Blaze noticed it and braced herself with her yellow emerald, basically doing the same thing the echidna was doing.
Why?
Yes, whatever. Mushroom Hill Zone. Come on, go. Devar.
Okay. Mushroom Hill Zone.
I am fairly sick of these. I am somewhat sick of these.
Oh wait,
Mildly.
I should probably do this. Cried the distressed void.
Yes, that's a nice touch. I like it.
Me too.
Replied a distressed as well. Tails. After battling for all this time, they were still equally matched. They were wounded and scratched.
Hey, that rhymed.
They both
No.
raised their respective emeralds in the air, summoning every bit of energy left in the gems for the final attack.
It's the final countdown.
Okay.
Copyright strike.
Next up. Matty, I think?
Yes.
Sandopolis.
I am headed, father.
Cried Mephiles while his form changed back to shadows.
So have I.
Confirmed Shadow. Now returned in control of the body.
What is this voice you're going for, Matty?
He's trying to do an impression of you doing the Ixis Naugus voice.
I wasn't attempting that. I just came up with something.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
I was going to say that's too soft to be me trying Ixis Naugus voice.
That was the sexy Ixis Naugus.
The sexist Naugus.
Sexy Naugus.
Come in the kitchen. I have got an unforgettable recipe. Just for
It's
you.
time for an unforgettable luncheon.
With all the cupcakes.
Steamed
Arr.
clams.
R. Sexy Naugus is coming.
To you.
Carry on, please. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, how about a break? Let's have some chili dogs and... Oh wait, I'm a robot. I can't eat them. No!
Shouted Sunny.
And that's how Sonic dies. The end.
Shut up, Faker!
Again, Shadow. Not even Mifflin's display of personalized omnious dark powers couldn't beat the Cobalt Rodent. They were still even. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. That's what the two one-bodied brothers have to play their last card. Shadow raised both the emeralds he was holding. On cue, Sonic did the same. They started absorbing their remaining energy.
Hidden Palace. Master Emerald was reaching his limit too.
Long ago!
In a distant past,
Yes, that. Okay.
I, SEXIS Naugus,
No. SEXIS Naugus. Hello,
I,
ladies.
SEXIS Naugus, the undisputed master of naughtiness, unleashed an unspeakable recipe.
That's going to be his name in the porn version.
Oh, the most views on Pornhub.
Oh gosh, I can't believe this.
Now that's just sad.
I mean, okay.
But the fool is internet censorship.
Okay, I am
let's carry
putting
on,
a stop to this.
I think it's too late
Knuckles
already.
and Blaze had enough power. Tails and Void had enough power. Norman had my broccoli. Shadow and Sonic had enough power. The Master Emeralds, oh, there's more than one now, had too much power. Knuckles and Blaze opened their mouths and shouted. Tails and Void opened their mouths and shouted. Sonic and Shadow opened their mouths and kissed. Shouted. The Master Emerald trembled, as if shouting. 3, 2, 1.
Chaos!
Chaos! Blast! 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 Ahem.
The
Okay.
infamous name of the most destructive and powerful chaos technique in existence was shouted, screamed, and yelled by all the 6 warriors in the game. Gigantic spheres of red energies could be seen throughout the whole floating island. After they expired, all the fighters were still there, in their spots, as if nothing at all had happened. Except the little fact that once rainbow-colored gems they all were holding in their hands were now completely grey, drained, empty. And then it happened. The god gem released its energy. An immense burst of white light covered the entire surface of the island and its terrified guests as well.
I shall fill your dark souls with light.
The raw chaos energy generated from the various fights and the energy of the emeralds themselves had been completely absorbed and then rejected by the Master Emerald, allowing a certain dimensional breach to get larger enough
For SEXIS Naugus to penetrate it.
for someone for something to arrive.
SEXIS Naugus is coming.
Into you.
He comes out with a towel on, waving his hands like.
You're too close to the microphone when you're yelling that.
Sorry,
Stop deep throating it.
I'm not.
Oh, this is something. I don't know what, but this is something, alright? This is stuff. Stuff that's happening. Stuff that's cockily cocking.
The white stuff.
The SEXIS Naugus.
The recipe.
The cupcakes.
I
The
think
upside
this
down jambalaya.
Where's my reading, Norman?
Who's next?
I believe it's
I guess
Martin next for narration, but Tails is line first.
Mushroom Hill Zone. Oh,
We told you to!
it's
If this was a
6 a.m.
studio, we would have all slowly turned our heads to stare at Matti.
It's 6 a.m. Give me some break.
I am giving you a break, man.
No,
What?
no breaks until we are finished.
What was that? An over-terrified two-felt kitchenery man dead. Void put on a broad smile.
Yes, we did it! My master shall be free! Yay! Party!
Tails was speechless. How could that
That
happen?
happened to me. I made my
You made some
mistakes.
mistakes.
It's because of those mistakes, really.
No! Impossible!
C'est impossible.
Void was smirking more than ever.
Ha! I tricked you, idiot! He escaped thanks to all of us!
He sounded more like Sonic there.
Tails went pale. What do you mean? He asked. Void was about to answer when he stopped dead. His black eyes were unnaturally opened, and his whole body stood still like a statue.
Okay, Matti, this is an important moment. I'm going to need you to give it a bit more gravitas.
Oh, wait, you were being serious. Let me laugh even harder.
Man,
Can you
to
can you
matter
listen?
one.
listen.
Let's all talk at the same time.
I
very
have
loudly.
not asked much of you. Please give me this at least.
He managed, however, to mutter one single important word.
Master.
Tail was frozen on his spot. The Ceridian gaze was directed something behind him. The Wolpine could fulfill its ominous presence, its judging glare, its breath.
Is he breathing on his neck, literally?
Most of all, its asthmatic laugh.
That's a good one, actually. Also, what in the world are you doing, Icy Pal?
I'm not doing that.
Marty, are you doing that sound?
Yeah, it was this kind of dramatic drum.
I am actually going to add a soundtrack here, so you don't need to.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. You can remove that in post.
No, it's too much ungodly work.
Tail slowly turned. He was right there. He was. Yes, yes, I can finally see him. It's him.
Can you not clap?
Like, he's so happy to see.
Yeah.
Then again,
yeah.
maybe the Ixis Naugus is happy to see him.
Is this Ixis Naugus thinking or Tails thinking? Because I'm not quite sure which one of them is happy about seeing the other.
Oh, this is the narrator. He can describe Naugus. Oh, then I must imitate Madhog. Yes, I can finally see him. It's him. He's finally revealed himself. I can describe his form.
I am flattered that you think I sound like that. Thank you.
A tall humanoid individual, dark purple vest with a black cloak and black boots. It covered his whole body. 5-fingered right hand, a cramp-like cloved left hand, a limp tail. Cha-cha-cha. Face looked very old. He had a very long white beard, so long that it actually touched the ground.
Is this a nursery rhyme?
Sounds like a
Evil
vibe,
nursery rhyme. He had a small nose and long pointed bat-like ears. A single whore was on his forehead.
I'm sorry. Did you say a single whore was on his forehead?
No, horn.
Well, I didn't hear the N.
Yeah. The N is silent.
Oh.
He was also bald.
Well, do you really have to do that?
His eyes were lifeless and full of glee.
How
Maybe
can they be
lifeless and
full of
glee?
lifeless and full of glee? I don't get it.
When you look at his eyes, you can see continuous reruns of Glee TV show.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. No, wait a minute.
He grinned at the two children in front of him, revealing his sharp teeth.
I'm sorry, revealing his what now?
Sharp teeth, sharp.
What?
It's an
Sharp
echo
teeth.
Madhog.
You said anything but the word teeth. I don't know what you said or what you think.
Teeth.
Now you
He
said
said
it correctly. You said teeth.
There
Whatever.
weren't any more doubts left. It has definitely happened. Ixis Naugus was finally free.
And he's coming into you.
Here's Naugus!
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It is
freaking
time
Christ.
to conquer Mobius.
Go, freedom fighters! Da 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 da.
Go, freedom fighters! Mighty Mobian freedom fighters!
That doesn't fit.
No, it does not.
Makes it sentence too long.
Mighty Mobian freedom fighters. Anyway,
Well,
this
that's
is the
over.
end of chapter 8. Thank Jehovah. It's over. It was
blast.
made 1,000 times harder by your shenanigans, which are
Thank
at
you.
an all-time
Thank you.
high, I must say.
Thank you.
This is the third to last chapter. We only have 2 chapters left, and then this will all be over.
And then we get to the reviews.
Oh yes, I know you cannot wait to read them.
Well, I can kind of guess what they're going to be like.
Yes, this is the best fanfiction ever! Oh my god, genius!
I came 10 times to this today.
Okay,
Oh gosh.
so do you have any thoughts and questions about this chapter?
They're so funny gags.
Thank you.
we've had a lot of silly gags in this one. Yes.
Yes, that's a weird placement for silly humor, come to think of it. It's supposed to be the big dramatic showdown before the reveal of the ultimate bad guy, but we still have time for quips and jokes. What is this? The Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Apparently so. No, I'm sorry about making a euphemism by accident.
No, that was one of the highlights, really. As well as SEXIS Naugus. Devar, you are always the one with the dirtiest jokes for some reason. You have all the euphemisms in the world, and you said SEXIS Naugus first.
By accident. I think.
It was very much on purpose.
I'm trying to think what actually spurred me on to say that word, actually, because I'm pretty sure there was something that...
Yes, well, I'm going to edit this, so I will find out exactly when that happened.
Yeah, so either someone said something that made me think of it, or I thought I heard it, or either I said it by accident.
Or maybe, Devar, you're just a very naughty boy.
He's not Devar, bro. He's just a naughty boy.
Toot, toot, toot. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. We are almost there. I can smell the end of this rotten egg of a fiction. It doesn't smell nice, but it's an end. Nevertheless, I cannot wait for us to get there.
I am the author now, and that means I can say it's very nice.
Ah, shut up, Val Sexis.
Hello, lady.
Val Venus.
Okay. Enough.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, take care, buddy.
Oh,
Yes.
night.
Where's my ending, Norman?